Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
All right, we're rolling.
Are you recording?
Mm-hmm. The focus now.
Yeah, all right.
So, okay, we're ready? What is your favorite memory about Pops? One of my favorite memories of Dad.
Or probably one of my first memories is of us skiing, and it was at Alta, and I was like probably like 4, and I was going super fast, and there was like a cliff edge type thing coming up, and so Dad just like stuck his arm out and like clotheslined me, and I like fell back.
When we were kids and we would go and run around all of the houses that were under construction, and I always remember running around like everybody's house and up the stairs and everything and thinking we can never get in trouble. Dad is here and Dad is like helping us. It's like if anybody comes get us in trouble, we're so good because Dad was there.
Jared and I were dating. I think it must have been at the beginning because I think it's one of the first times at your guys' house. And I was in there and he walked in and he was like, "Oh, hi. Sorry our house looks like we live in it, because we do." And I was like, all right. So that, and I literally still think about that when random people drop by my house. I'm like, it looks like we live here because we do, it's fine. So that's always something that has stayed with me. Made everything just, at ease.
More
Which
chill.
I think your dad's really good at just making everyone feel comfortable, and I think that's a really awesome quality.
Probably be playing 3 numbers, hippity hop, and I love going to the baseball game, Cubs versus Giants, and that's it.
I also really love going on trips with him. And not just because he'll pay for the trip, that's great. But no, it's just fun to share those memories with him and like playing games in the hotel and like traveling around, taking pictures. It's just really fun. And for some reason, like random times, we'd just be like sitting somewhere together, like in the car or something. And he'd be like if I'm sitting here, he'd be like, "We'll always have Whistler." Or we'll always have Rome, and then we fist bump. It's true, like we'll always have those memories together.
Or something that I always do now with my kids because, we did it when I was a kid as well, I should say, whenever I take the kids to like Home Depot or to like a gas station or I don't know, whenever we go to the store, we always get some little treat or drink or something. Because that's what Dad always did for me when we went to the store. It was like, I don't know, special.
So every time
Something.
I take the kids to the store, that's why they always want a treat.
Probably,
Because they get one with Dad.
Yeah.
Thanks, David.
That's just the dad thing.
It's a
So
dad
just tell
thing.
them
All right.
that. So.
When I was 6 years old, maybe 7 years old, and maybe Dad will correct me on this as he's watching this, but we went to a baseball game and we took the train all the way from our house to San Francisco, and we went to a Giants game. And I remember thinking, this is so cool, and like I'm like in a train, and I remember thinking like I'm with my dad and this is so cool. And then when we were at the stadium, we got hot dogs, and I remember thinking we never buy the hot dogs, or like whenever we're out, like we never go out to eat. And so that was really fun. And that was just a really good night where I could spend with my dad, which was really fun.
One of the memories with Dad that I've always liked was when we went to the Niners game a few years ago. It was just me and him, and we just had the whole weekend to hang out, eat food, hang out with Tori and Jared, flew over there together, and then we watched the game. And it was just a cool experience, just hanging out, being able to talk about whatever. And I remember we had those cool seats that we got, and then we went down to the field, and we got the special access and all the special food that we got. And it was my first NFL game, so that was a cool experience to share with him. So it was just a cool experience to be with him just for the whole weekend, and I really like that. It's just really nice to bond with him and talk about everything that we need to talk about. And
Think of like good memories what comes to mind is all of the different like camping trips that we go on. Those were really good memories for me as a kid. But I know that like as a parent now, maybe they weren't the most enjoyable for him. So, I appreciate that sacrifice that I'm sure he made. I mean, I like camping, so maybe I'll enjoy it more, but and I know that was a sacrifice that he made. His weekends is
Probably not what he wanted to do.
probably not what he wanted to do on a Friday night, is like drive and like camp and not sleep well and get woken up and yeah.
I love playing 3 questions, and I also love when you went to baseball. And even I like when you played Hippie Hop with me, and when we played Ninjas.
One of my favorite things about Dad is that he is a good storyteller. I just remember as a kid, he would tell us stories. I do remember this story. We were all at the Vivint Mansion, and so he gathered around all the kids at night and to tell the spooky story, right? And so I can't remember what story he was telling. I think it was the one with the vampire hand suck people's blood or whatever. And he like had us all crowd around, and he was like telling the story, and everyone was just like captivated, and like it was scary, but like we couldn't like walk away because it was so good. And I just remember like he ended the story like with those ominous words like, and the lady was never seen again, but you could still hear the slurping of the whatever, like super ominous, just like ending. And we were all like, oh my goodness. And then someone outside the window, like banged on the window, and everyone screamed, and Dad was laughing, and we were all like, oh my goodness. It was so funny. But yeah, core memory right there, terrified at this mansion, and Dad spooked us, and yeah, it was just really funny.
You say, Pops? I will say one of her first words was Pops. So, let everyone know. She loves Pops.
I love my human. He is my favorite human who takes me on walks and feeds me his special tasty food that smells so good. He gives me good scratches and plays with me. I wait for him to come home each day so we can go outside together. I love being a good boy for my human. My human is getting old and so am I.
My other favorite memory of David is when Jared and I were newly parents living in San Jose, trying to survive in San Jose in our dinky little apartment with no money. Boston was like, I don't know, not a year yet, he was little. But your dad sent us like a large envelope, like manila envelope, and it had money in it, it had cash in it, and it had like an itinerary of fun things to do in San Jose because he grew up there, so he wanted us to like really enjoy his hometown, or the memories that he loved to do when he was little and what he did with Jared. So it was awesome. We went to Mystery Spot, we went to the boardwalk, we rode a ride on the boardwalk, we like did all these fun things in Santa Cruz and in San Jose because he was just very thoughtful. Like we obviously couldn't afford to do any of those things. No. So he like sent us this like package of fun things to do, and we did that with Boston, and it was really memorable. And it was really fun to do with our little family.
One thing is that every time I get a job or have a job offer or an interview, he's always the first person that I want to call. I'm just like, I'll get a job and I'm like, okay, time to call Dad. And then we like discuss it and what I'm gonna do next and how to get more money and stuff like that. So, yeah.
And I'm really grateful that he has shown me how to be a man. He's shown me how to live my life in a way where I can buy a house and I can be hardworking, and he's taught me to be independent, and he's shown me that just by giving me the opportunity to make mistakes, I think is what I really appreciate about Dad.
He just like knows things about everything, like how to do anything, like how to change a doorknob or fix a light switch or like change any sprinkler, just like a lot of handyman things, which is cool.
Yeah, he's easy to talk to. He like you know, I'm married into the family, but I always felt very welcomed and like not intimidated or judged by both your parents. So
But yeah, I just know that he's always someone that I can go to talk to if I need, and he's really easy to talk to and know that I can say anything to him and won't be judged and he'll still love me.
Qualities that I like about Dad is he's open enough for me to go, and when I talk to him, he speaks his mind. And so he's not afraid to tell me things that are straight and real, and he's never hurt my feelings. It's always been him coming from a genuine place, which I find to be genuine and caring. And I like that I can go to him with those things. For example, when I did buy my house, or even schooling or career-wise, I feel like I've gone to him a lot. But also, I've talked to him about girls I've dated and what I should be looking for and qualities, and he's mentioned his relationship with Mom, and I feel like I've learned a lot about Dad because he's trying to help me. So I think that's something a lot of people won't see or learn about Dad until they've asked him questions.
In these past 2 or 3 years I feel like we've really gotten close. We've been able to go out to lunch, go out to eat, and talk about school, talk about life, talk about money, and these past few years we've gotten really close, I think. I guess maybe as I've gotten older, I have, I guess, more experience in life that he has too that we can share. So yeah, love you, Dad. Happy birthday, and hopefully we can get even more close throughout the years.
Happy birthday, Dad. I love you.
Well, happy birthday, 55. That's pretty amazing. I hope I make it to be 55 years old. It's only 30 years away, so crazy. But yeah, I love you.
Love you, Pops.
happy birthday, David.
Happy birthday, 55.
Woo.
Happy birthday, Dad. I love you.
Happy birthday. Love you, Dad.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pops. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, honey. You are my dear husband, my true love, my best friend, and we've celebrated a lot of birthdays together, and I hope we celebrate a lot more. I hope you like this little video that we've made with a few memories of you, and I tried to think of my favorite memory, but I have so many. We've had so many good times, and even the hard times have been good, and you are a wonderful husband, and I look forward to spending lots more birthdays with you. Love you. Happy birthday.
The last thing to say was Fast Game's a fun game. We utilize that in our house as well. It's just
Good.
really good family value, I think. So.
Hello, Dad. Welcome to your tape. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Whatever, I just looked into the camera.
Really easy to talk to. No, edit that.
I just looked at the camera. Frick!
It has been a great 30, oh, I don't want to say that. Start over.
He's probably my favorite dad I've had.
Yeah, get the dates and go outside, okay?
I need a cue card. I better go write it down.
Izzy, look like you're dying. You have to smile, but not like that.
Here's up.
Here's up. Andrew?
Happy birthday.
Love you, Pops.
Go back to the screen and say love you, Pop. That was really good.
Toilet tab.
And I hope it's a surprise because
And I think that's good.
Okay.
I guess that's it.